All
Very excited.
right. Takeaway time. Tim,
All
take
right.
us through takeaways. Here we go.
Takeaways. So we started off asking you, honest no BS, what are the trends? What's happening? And you started off by saying that unification is really coming to fruition. We came from sort of this modern data stack kind of distributed best of breed kind of approach. And what we're really seeing is that companies want to have less vendors that they're interacting with. There's a disaggregation of particular functions, which is one of the nice things that have come out of this sort of modern data and distributed movement. But you're seeing aggregated experiences to actually unify it and put it under that single pane of glass that you talked about. And you can see that with this with all sorts of trends that are happening in the industry right now, from Fivetran rumors merging with DBT, Salesforce with Informatica, ServiceNow with Data.World, and so on, right? So there's all these things that are happening. But you said that we don't have a common metadata standard, right? And there's some movement around that now with the open semantic interchange that Snowflake announced recently. Obviously, from Juan and myself, we're extremely passionate about RDF and open standards from W3C. So we see this momentum now that's happening around that, which I think is very exciting. There's urgency around figuring out common semantics is something that you mentioned. We're moving away from just focusing on the transformations and the stored procedures and moving more towards partnering with the business, operationalizing what we're doing from a data perspective, moving away from people doing all this heavy lifting and this undifferentiated heavy lifting being something that's more done by the AI agents, right? And so semantics is becoming more important. We know it's something that AI needs, and tech people are needing to think a little bit more like the business. Technology is just the means to the end. And AI is the big forcing function here. So I thought those were some very interesting trends that you noted. Juan, what about you? What were the big trends that you heard from Sanjeev?
Yeah, so we have end users are asking always for the focus of user experience and simplicity. I mean, that's why sometimes these tools don't take off, and it's about adoption. Now we're seeing the whole trend of like natural language interfaces and user experience is becoming more of that AI experience. So realizing that before the users were humans, but now the users are going to be agents. So we need to truly understand what is that agent experience. And we have these protocols like MCP and ATA, but that's not enough, right? There's things like what is the identity of an agent? Who is it? What permissions do they have? How does it interact with other services? Are they allowed to go do that and so forth? That means that we will be rewriting our software stack. Um, but maybe, I don't know, this is something let's circle back in this in a year and see where things are heading towards. Hallucinations was that big trend kind of a couple of years ago, and it continues to be an issue. Probably not the same word, but it's the focus of like, is it reliable? What is evaluations that are being done? And it's interesting that we kind of do all these techniques, I mean, really reinforcement learning with human feedback, right? And post-training stuff, but a lot of that could be addressed if you're solved with better data. But also it's kind of a chicken egg because we like, hey, cleaning our data, having better foundations, like that's a problem we've been trying to go solve for 40 years. We won't be solving it the same way we've been trying to go solve it. This is why we also need AI to be able to help with these problems. So you want to be able to use AI to go help you kind of get your data AI ready too. So it's going to be at the end of the day, it's a combination of the deterministic and agentic AI approaches to go do that. But also we need to set the right expectations that things will never be 100%, and that's fine. So we actually need to be able to be explicit about that and set the right expectations. Um, we talked about China and other kind of the world situations, complicated world we live in, right? And good segment to go into, but my immediate takeaway there is less talk, more work. And then finally, what trends have survived over the last couple of years? I think one you said data products is a popular thing, but still people will finish your book and they're like, "Well, what is a data product?" So it's funny that we know it's something important, but we still can't don't know how to explain it and so forth, which leads us to like something that continues to happen is this, as you call it, the tyranny of the jargon, right? We still are talking. I can go back to my other comment, more less talk, more work, but we still have talking a lot of words and not really solving the actual problem that people have. Vendors want to create their own categories, and hey, analysts sometimes contribute to this problem right there. But at the end of the day, if there is value, people are willing to pay for it. All
Yep.
right. How did we do? Anything we missed?
Amazing job, both of you.